Welcome to my channel, oh, to my channel. Maybe from this video you want to follow or leave a like, you would comment and subscribe. Don't be shy, I'll tell you what I like. Hey guys, it's Julie. I just want to start the video by saying today we're rocking mint chocolate chip over here. Today we're gonna be doing a very exciting video. Today we're gonna be doing Halloween look. I didn't plan on it, but I saw this cool makeup look, which I'll pop up right here, and I was like, ooh, this but in mint. And so that's what we're doing today. So I don't really know what to call this, like skull illusion, I don't know. You're gonna see it in the title though, but that's what we're doing today. So if you're ready to see how I get this look, then keep on watching. I'm gonna start with brows. So for brows, I'm gonna be using an OG. I've been using pomade a lot, so I was like, why not do my favorite thing ever, which is eyeshadow brow, baby. So for the eyeshadow that we're gonna be using the Revolution Sophie Extra Spice palette. This one. You know I love this. You know I've hit pan with this. You know your girl might have to go get another one of this. Okay, but we're gonna go into the shade this dirty Reputation. And in case I want to do mint brows, I'm going to go into the Mardi Gras palette from W7 Cosmetics. If you didn't see, I already used this in a different video. It's the recreating Pinterest makeup looks for a week. So if you didn't see part 1 and 2, I'll leave it up above and at the end of this video, so you can go check it out. But on there, I tried out this palette and I love it. But we're gonna go into the shade Venus or Venice right here. I'm gonna put it right there. All right, let's do it. I'm moving y'all forward so we can get up close and personal. So we're gonna first go in with this angled brush. Then I'm going to Reputation. Is it Reputation? Yeah. And then I'm gonna basically follow where, I have this little piece that's uneven, but that shows me where to arch the brow. Honestly, it's messy at first, and then I'll clean it up, but I'll try my best. And then when I get to the end, I try to like straighten it out because I want it up. Like, you see how that's up? That's how I want it. Because sometimes I tend to push it down and I don't mean to, but it's just how the brow wanted to be that day. But we're gonna try to keep it sideways. Okay. Now I'm gonna get the bottom. I just start from wherever the hair I see the most, right? And just start filling it. So I don't know if you guys have it, but I have a whole bunch of extra hair here. So I try not to let that affect where I'm putting the product, because I want it angled. So I'll just kind of arch this a little bit, like that. So that when I carve it out, I'll just carve all that out. If that makes any sense. And like I said, it's okay if it's messy. And then I just fill it in. Going into Venice, I'm gonna take like a fluffy brush. It could be a smaller brush if you're not used to doing the color. I'll tap it out. It's okay if it gets out of the line, because like I said, we're gonna carve it out. And I try to stop like about here, because then you're gonna do like something like this, like a side to side motion to just blend it out. But make sure this is patted on. It's okay if this is faded out, because you want it to fade into black. So I thought it was a little too dark for the hair, so I'm gonna go into the Tropical Dew Color palette. I'm gonna go into the shade Surfing. We're just gonna place it on top, because it's gonna make it a little lighter. At the brow, we're gonna be using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Beautiful Bronze. And I put some on the back of my hand, and we're just gonna use the applicator. And I'm just going, I'm trying to make this level and just start carving it. I try to put a decent amount on the brush just because if you don't use enough, then it's not going to carve it out. It's going to look frizzy or like not sculpted. I like a sculpted brow. When I get there, I carve it a little bit in like a round shape. So, and then right when we get to the arch, you go snake. At an angle. So I took this fluffy brush, that's what I used for concealer, and I'm just going to lift my eyebrows because I don't want to touch what I just did. I want it carved, baby, so don't touch it.
Okay. Do not touch this. This is a no touching zone.
I'm just going to press down to blend out the concealer. Now I'm going to try not to touch the brow. And then this one I'm pressing up. So going up like this. And if you got a bang, move that out the way, baby. You don't want the concealer on there. And then this part I just swipe away. So we did for the brows. Looking all sculpted. Hey guys, so I'm back. So this is what this eye came out like. You see the vibes. So we're gonna do the same thing to this eye, but I'm gonna talk through it. So to prime the eyes, we're gonna be using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Porcelain, and we're just going to prime the eyes. And I'm just pushing against it if you decide to use a big brush. But so I went into the Mardi Gras. Okay, so I went into the Mardi Gras palette and I went into the shade Identity. I broke the shade, but Identity. I didn't hit pan that fast. Yeah, I took it on this packing brush, adding it on and setting the shape for where the cat eye is going. And I'm just doing it in a bit of a cat eye. All right, so the next color I went into was a mixture. I mixed Jammin' with Bacchus below where I put the light shade, just so that you see the blend. So I put it underneath. So I just tapped into both colors, and I'm going underneath where I put Identity. Once I get here, but I just flick it like that all the way down. That's how I get my shape. So now to blend back the outer part, I go back in with the light shade and just start. You can use a new brush, probably make the blend better, but I just dust off my brush and just do circular motions on the color so that it's blending out correctly. I'm not explaining that. I went into Midnight, just a tad, okay, a tad, and then I go back in with Jammin', which is the pink color, and I lightly go underneath, just start shaping it. Alright, so this is what it's looking like. So now we're gonna cut the crease. So I used the dupe for the P. Louise base. Got it in like a vlog. So if you didn't see that vlog, definitely go check that vlog out. Put some in the back of my hand. I'm gonna take this flat brush. I'm just going to apply on both sides. So to cut this, you gotta be super concentrated, okay? Like so concentrated I might not even gonna talk. Guys, so that's what the cut crease looks like. We're gonna go into the shade Jammin' with like this pencil brush, right? And we're gonna be making a heart. So I tried to keep it in the middle, and as you can see, I'm going one way and I'm just swiping, and then I'm going the other way. Boom. Then I'm gonna go into the light shade Identity. I'm gonna brush this off whatever's on my brush, and we're just gonna go around it. You try as best as you can to be neat, but honestly, you could just go back in with the other colors and it'll fix itself. So there's not really like a specific technique. I just either swipe or I pat. Depends on what I'm feeling to get the pigment. Surfing again, this one. And I went around the pink. Palette by Juvia's Place, and I went into this shade right here because it's a little bit darker than the other one. So this is what it's looking like. So for the inner corner, I used the Zulu palette again, and I went into this shimmer shade, and I took like one of these and I just popped it into the inner corner. Surfer on the pencil brush as well, and just put it on top. We're going to take another one of those Peel-Weeze bases, dupes things, and we're going to take the mint green one, and I'm just going to take some on the back of my hand. You do not need to take a lot. A little goes a long way. I'm going to take that pencil brush, dust off any eyeshadow that might be on it. Get a mirror, and we're going to do a little line Z. So I'm just going to coat the brush. Guys, so now onto the illusions. So I don't have my paint brushes with me. I don't know where they at, but we're gonna use some of these. So I'm using this one right here. The picture the girl has her skin tone, so I'm gonna use my skin tone but maybe a little lighter. So I'm gonna use the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Beautiful Bronze. Put it on the back of my hand. If you're lighter like her, then it will be fine to just use your skin tone. But for my dark babies, mix it with a lighter shade. I'm just gonna use Porcelain. Be artists today. Let's be mixers. Let's be painters. So this is what the color is making. So it's just like a little bit warmer than what she has. So I'm just gonna start painting. Okay, I'm gonna do it from right here. Or am I scared? And you're just doing it in a line. I don't care if it touches my makeup. You're on a bumpy surface, so it's not gonna look completely straight. I have to make more product. Hold on. It's like, I didn't need that much. Yeah, you do. Okay, now I just fill it in. Alright, so now it's looking like this. We're going to take the white base, peely base again, and we're going to dap it on the hand. We're going to take this. Okay, so in the photo, she had like little circles where the eyebrows are, so I'm just going to start patting the circles on. Next, I'm gonna take some more of the base. We're going to, underneath where this line is, we're gonna start doing a little bit of this and curving it. Okay, and now do the same, and you want them to touch. Because in there, the black is going in there, so don't worry about it. So from what I saw, the person did like a line here as a contour. And then she took, white, and then she took a little bit of this and filled it out. Might need to get some more white. You wasn't supposed to cover your whole mouth. It's okay. Alright. Just swiping this down. Here. So this is where the illusion is stopping. Okay. For the lip part, you do a dot, and then this you lift up. Okay. You're gonna do like 5 of those. Alright, so now from this part, you're gonna need like a thick, deep black. So your best black. I'm just gonna take the same brush. I just dusted off everything I used. I'm going to start going in with the black. And start making everything crisp. Okay, so for the nose, they did some of like this. I'm just gonna show you more than I can explain. Triangle shape, like a rounded triangle. So the brush I used to like line it, I'm gonna take black on it, right? So that I can outline the lips. So I mean the teeth. I'm gonna go boom. So you're doing that for all the teeth. All right, what's it looking like? So for under the eye, I saw little details like this. Just little stuff under the eye. I'm just using the same brush. A line. I'm using the side of the brush to draw it out. I'm like doing this. So that it comes off like shaded. Then I did a little bit up here. And then underneath the nose, they added a little black. And now I blend it out with my finger. Basically, she just did like those. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just look like Y's, so I'm just gonna do that around the eyelids. Just make it look creepy. P. Louise base, or the dupe, in rose pink, so I'm just gonna use that. And if anything, if it looks too girlish, I could just put red over it, but I think the pink would like just tie the whole thing together. brush again that we started off with. I'm gonna take the black and we're just gonna outline it. Last week there was some type of lipstick. I did it all on my lips, so I'm gonna see if I can draw at least something. To make the illusion. Alright guys, so this is the final look. I think we did pretty good. I haven't done face paint in a minute. I think we did pretty good. Let me know in the comments. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and press that notification bell to be notified every time that I post. That's that great about the subscribe button. And if you would like to see my lovely face again, I post every Tuesdays and Saturdays. I'll see you in my next video. Bye. I'm just kidding.